And welcome everyone to Random Wrestling Talk episode number 10. And today we're going to be talking specifically about a few topics, but majority of it is going to be about a long but great career by a man who, announced his retirement last night on Monday Night Raw, which was a very sad segment. Kind of felt sort of like someone passing away in a sense, and I mentioned this on my review last night for Monday Night Raw. So, I mean, it was pretty sad to see, but I've already given my viewpoints on this based off of my Raw review. I want to hear both from you guys, what you guys think about this. So, we'll start off with John. John, go ahead and express your feelings on this.
Uh, I really think that yeah, it's sad to see Brian go. But you guys think that he will maybe get a job as like the Raw GM or something like that, or like the new Authority or something?
Um, there's been I've heard people giving that viewpoints to this, claiming they need to axe the Authority, make Daniel Bryan the new babyface GM or commissioner.
Like Mick Foley in 2000.
Yeah, yeah, that. But I honestly see Bryan being a trainer for NXT.
You want to know what I think? I think a lot of this is a bunch of bullshit. Not like saying that Daniel Bryan's lying about what he has said and everything else and yada yada yada, but my personal overall opinion about this is I think that if in the dirt sheets all this information that Daniel Bryan was unloading on us last night was true, and we would have at least heard about it because we were hearing all kinds of things. We knew it was about a concussion issue that he had earlier in 2015 after WrestleMania 31, and they would have announced something like that. I mean, really, they would have said something was wrong. He went to see a doctor, and they reviewed all this. I would not be surprised at the possibility of Daniel Bryan, after his contract's up with WWE, showing up in another wrestling organization like an independent wrestling circuit like New Japan. I would love to see him go to TNA and maybe and be the face of TNA and also change the whole entire structure of how that company's working out right now, because it would be neat. It would be like him being Hulk Hogan in TNA like Hogan was in WCW. But maybe I'm living in a fantasy world here with that idea, but I just have this slight feeling. I seriously, man, I have this slight feeling that there's something fishy about what happened last night. Yeah, was it sad? Maybe is it the best idea possibly if all those things that he was saying is true and it wasn't like force-fed to him to say to the audience because Vince McMahon doesn't want to do this with him anymore. He wants to just put him aside. I don't know. Maybe I'm being pessimistic about the situation. And, Vince McMahon's just looking out the best interest for Daniel Bryan's health and well-being, which I hope that's the case. I really do. But
that's exactly what's happening. When this broke out yesterday afternoon, I was thinking the same thing you were. I was kind of shocked. I was thinking, what's going on? And then as soon as the news broke out, Joe Cronin goes live and does a 3-hour discussion on this. And basically, they were talking about the same stuff you were just mentioning, that he's going to go to, well, he's not going to go to TNA, that's for sure, but he's going to probably go back to ROH or New Japan after the contract is done, his 90-day compete clause is over.
Yeah.
Probably filling the gap that AJ Styles left. But the thing is, you have to look back at the tweet he sent out due to medical reason. He wouldn't, if it was about his contract fed up with the company, he wouldn't have mentioned for medical purposes why he's retiring. So
that's the thing, though. I think he did so that he could keep the money coming in, even though he was still on contract, and he wouldn't have been doing nothing. I mean, look at what he's doing right now. He's making money while he ain't even performing in the ring. He ain't doing nothing. He's making money while sitting on his ass. I don't know about you guys, but I would definitely love a paycheck like that. I mean, not to have to work, sit at home, relax, chill, whatever,
Yeah,
what have you. He ain't gonna jeopardize that to go ahead and be like a CM Punk and say, "Well, fuck this, I'm gonna
no,
tell him."
that's exactly it. There's a huge difference between Punk and Daniel Bryan. For one thing, Punk was basically fed up. He verbally announced what his issues was, and he just left and was done with it. And we saw the backlash. We saw what they did to AJ Lee, and then she left. So Daniel Bryan knows what would happen if he were to drop, a pipe bomb. So
Yeah.
obviously he just quietly said his goodbye. Well, not quietly, but he said his goodbyes to his fans, mentioned his reasons, and he's probably going to stay with WWE like I mentioned, but he does not want anything to happen to, Brie or anything. So he's just going
Yeah,
to stay.
and that's what I'm saying. I really believe that there is something going on behind the scenes that we don't know that could be the case that Daniel Bryan doesn't really have to retire because his concussion issue isn't as bad as WWE's pointing it out to be. Now, me and Matt have already told our opinions about the situation. John, go ahead and relay some of your opinions. Do you think this is a hoax that WWE's forcing Daniel Bryan to do to remove him from the wrestling ring, and they're just going to keep him until his contract's up and pay him out? Or do you think that this is actually...
Oh, no, his contract is out.
Oh, he's done?
Yeah, he talked to WWE about this. He filed for his contract to be released. He's not getting paid. He's still got that 90-day no contract, no compete clause, but his contract is done.
Okay. Well, John, what do you think might happen in the next 90 days afterwards? You think you're going to see Daniel Bryan in another ring?
No, I actually really think that I really think he's retired. I really think he's done because all the stuff that's been going on with the tweets and everything and him coming out there, there's no way that he's actually not retiring.
Well, I really hope it is true. As sad as that's and fucked up that is for me to say, because that just says one thing: Vince McMahon cares about the man's health and well-being, and it's not about, oh, I just want to make sure that Roman Reigns gets his spot and he isn't interfered by good old Daniel Bryan. Because that would be really fucked up if that's what this whole thing is.
And that's one of the things they Joe and JD from New York and other guys are talking about. The thing is, you can't really do anything you can't build up anything about this. You're definitely not going to see Bryan pull a Ric Flair and show up on another wrestling ring or anything like ROH or anything. He's not going to do that.
You
can't
could
really do anything with it.
Matt, you could possibly see this guy on another wrestling organization if it's legit. If it's not legit, I mean. If it is legit, then yeah, like I said, I am very I appreciate Vince McMahon caring about the man's health and doing the right thing for him. Because God knows there are a lot of football players and actual athletes that have dealt with these head concussion issues, and not to mention, I don't think Vince McMahon wants another Chris Benoit incident on his hands either.
Okay, now that you actually opened that can of worms, I've been brewing on this idea that I'm just can't believe WWE didn't even bother doing. We all know what happened to Benoit with his brain traumas and
Hello?
which led to.
Yeah, we're here,
Yeah,
John.
yeah. Sorry about that. I had to go do some shit. Some shit's going on now. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
If you gotta go, just let us know so that we know that you're there or not there. But definitely when you get back, let us know that you're back or what have you. So no issues
Yeah,
there.
and Bruce will fill you up on what I'm trying to talk about. Basically, we all know what happened to Benoit's brain. Yada yada.
Yeah.
And I want to bring this up. Remember the Stone Cold Owen Hart match, which led to Austin breaking his neck with a pile driver?
Yes.
WWE banned that move for years because they didn't want another incident. What I want to know is why didn't WWE ban the diving headbutt or any other form of headbutt after Benoit's incident? Because we know
That's a
Daniel
very...
Bryan. We know
Yeah,
Daniel
go.
Bryan did that move.
Yeah, and I'm very... That's a very good question to bring up because I'm not even quite sure why they did that. Or why they didn't do that. Because the move is dangerous, not to mention performed, once in a blue moon, like once every couple of months, maybe once a year, at like a special occasion or something, I guess wouldn't be bad, but yet still pretty risky. So in all honesty, probably the move should be completely banned. And I think that's something that Vince McMahon was concerned about. From what I've read, Vince was very kind of skeptical of keeping Daniel Bryan wrestling in the company because of those risky moves that he performed, like the diving between the ropes, the diving headbutt, all those moves, even that flying knee that he does. Think about how he lands on the mat. He hits his opponent with his knee in the head, but the back of his skull might be hitting the mat, and your head bounces off of that, and you hit the back of your skull. You're also possibly giving yourself concussions. So that could have been another case. Maybe that move that he was performing could have been causing him to have concussion issues as well. I mean, from what I heard, Daniel Bryan in 2014 in January had that steel cage match, and they claim he was fucking dazed out of his mind while he was on top of the steel cage. Now, my one thing is, how was he unconscious while he was standing on top of the cage going, yes, yes, yes? Don't make any sense to me. I mean, he seemed like he was all there, in my opinion.
Yeah, that probably wasn't true.
That's what I think. I don't believe that was true, but there are some things that he did in that ring. Yeah, go ahead.
You can go ahead and finish up, but I was gonna say something after you're done.
Oh, okay. But I truly think that there was some moves that Daniel Bryan was performing that to us may have not looked per se risky, but they might have been. They might have been causing him to have concussions. Maybe that's another reason why he possibly retired. If this is legit, I think more than likely it is legit. But I'm being kind of like hoping maybe on the flip side of things that Daniel Bryan can come back and perform. Maybe not for Vince McMahon. I think that him working for Vince isn't a good idea because of the workload that he has to do. I think maybe like TNA, or I think it would be great for TNA, to be honest with you, if Daniel Bryan wrestled for them. I don't know if they'd do right by him, but he'd be freaking awesome to have on their show. I know one thing, they'd gain a lot of viewership on that damn show if they had him on there.
If, like I said, if Daniel Bryan does go back to wrestling, he's not going to go to TNA because nobody wants to go to TNA. But the point is, they wouldn't.
Apparently, Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy want to stay there, dumbass.
And Maria and Mike Bennett.
Yeah, those two were doing fine in ROH. Apparently, TNA has plenty of money to offer around to other talent.
Yeah, but again, I think Bryan would do, if he were to go back to wrestling, he'd probably do a lot better, in ROH or New Japan because, the less workload. And of course, he'd be a bigger fish than he would be in TNA.
I don't know. To be honest with you,
but of course, you won't be seeing that.
if it's legit, and
I'm
chances
calling.
are,
I'm calling legit. I'm.
yeah, I definitely would say legit too, because if you really paid attention, he was almost crying in the middle of that ring, and I don't think if it wasn't legit, he'd be standing there crying. I think he would have just been casual, said, "Yeah, I'm retiring," and so forth, and that's it. If it isn't legit, he's one of the best actors I've ever seen. He should be in movies with The Rock.
Mark Henry did a pretty good job in 2013 when he tricked everybody.
You
Yeah,
see,
but
that was a swirl they did. They replaced the playing in that because we didn't know that Mark Henry was going to retire. There was no. We didn't see any tweets or any news.
yeah, it was
leaks or
just pure
anything like
random.
that.
Pure random. Kind of like our show. Um,
What do you guys think about the Ziggler and Owens matches keep coming on Raw each and every
Oh, that was
single week?
pointless. That was
okay,
just pointless.
now we got a rant. Fuck the sadness. Fuck all the bullshit. Now I'm
Okay,
gonna
time
rant.
out. It's rant time. It's a rage rant. Brought to you
Okay.
by Philip the Wrestling Reviewer.
Alright. Yeah, did you ever see those videos I did, John, with that character, Philip the Wrestling Reviewer?
Yeah. I thought you sounded like you like did something like where you changed your voice to sound like Cartman from South Park or something.
Yeah, it was kind of
Sounded
like,
more like Nikki from. Sounded more like Adam Sandler from Little Nicky.
hey, Matthew, you ought to shut your mouth right now, because Philip Wrestling Reviewer is about to talk. You see, I really have to stress my opinions on this. I think that Vince McMahon has his head so far up Kevin Dunn's ass, he can smell the roses, or his lower intestines, whatever it might be. But with all that being said, I think these continuous matches that keep showing up on this damn show is getting fucking annoying. I kind of want to take a gun and shoot myself in the head. Yeah, or slit my wrist a bunch of times and watch the blood flow out of the veins. But, you can't do those kinds of things because people are thinking nuts. And I guess right now that one viewer that's watching us is probably thinking I'm nuts. But, hey, what are you going to do? Anyway, yeah, I think that these repetitive matches are the same fucking thing over and over again of Dolph Ziggler and Kevin Owens getting pretty fucking annoying. Now, excuse me, I'll let the other guys take control.
I think it's dumb because you're making like Kevin Owens look like a little piece of shit who's losing to Dolph Ziggler 2 times in a row.
And he lost by cheating.
That's another thing. What the fuck was that? Oh, I can't beat Kevin Owens fairly like I did last week, so I'll go ahead and cheat this time. That way I can get a win. What the fuck?
Owens tried to do it last night and he didn't work, so I guess Ziggler tried to outdo him by actually pulling it off. The point is that match was pointless. Because unless they're gonna have some sort of,
boring.
unless they're gonna build it up to like a
Exactly.
Fastlane to have some sort of cage match.
I hope not. After
There's no
seeing these
point.
3 matches, I never want to see them wrestle again.
No, and honestly, these guys have faced each other long before these 3 matches in a row happened.
I know.
It's just getting ridiculous. There's no story developing here. I mean, they don't have any real interaction with each other. They're just having a random match every single week.
It's just like Vince is backstage. It's like, hey, you two, match, Raw, tonight, do it. That's it.
Yeah, like, hey, I think it would be entertaining if we have the same match over and over. I really think that Vince McMahon is fucking so damn senile, he can't even remember that Kevin Owens and Dolph Ziggler had a match last week. I really think that's how fucked up Vince McMahon is at this point. I mean, I've never seen him book matches like this. This is
What
just
about,
fucking ridiculous.
Adam Rose versus Titus O'Neil. Oh, God.
Yeah, what's
That kinda
that
killed
doing on a
all the
Monday Night
momentum from-
Raw show?
This is something on a fucking Superstar.
Or SmackDown, since nobody really watches it as much, you could put it as a first match
Oh, yeah.
thing.
SmackDown, they're having the rematch with AJ Styles and Chris Jericho. I think that's a huge waste.
Yes!
They need to save
Yeah.
that. Like,
Aim for Fastlane.
Fuck Fastlane! I already said this with Matthew, and I'll say this with you, John, on here now. They should have saved this for WrestleMania 32 for AJ Styles. This is a perfect match for him. He had
I know.
great... Huh?
I said I know.
I mean, seriously, they could have had 2 months of build here. I mean, granted, SmackDown getting a match like that is pretty fucking badass, and if
Yeah, but the problem is nobody's gonna watch it.
Oh, I'm gonna watch it. Either on that website I watch it off of, or on television. I'll probably watch it off of the website, so I don't have to sit through the
You know
commercials.
when you do that, BJ? Just go to NoDQ.com tomorrow and look up the results, and there you go.
No, I don't want to do that. I want to be entertained, but I'm expecting this match to be good. I also expect for WWE, if they're going to book this fucking match on SmackDown, to make this the main event. Don't make this like a secondary main event that's on at 9 o'clock on the 9 o'clock hour. This should be the last fucking match on the show. You can go take Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, and Brock Lesnar and shove them up all your candy asses. This match should be the fucking main event for SmackDown, straight up.
AJ Styles still hasn't said anything yet, too. I was surprised by that.
Exactly. That's another
They
thing.
still won't let him talk.
That's crazy. The Miz and Jericho having their collide of the Miz TV and the highlight reel together, and then you don't have them have AJ Styles comes out and just brawl breaks out, and there's no conversation between for him at all. He's just standing there beating the shit out of the Miz, and then Jericho and him are like giving each other a rough handshake or whatever. And looking like they're ready to tear each other's heads off and just saving it for SmackDown. That whole thing is build up for WrestleMania. They shouldn't even be doing this on SmackDown. This is fucking ridiculous.
What do you think of last night? The debut of Stone Cold or Ryback.
Ryback.
Yeah, Ryback.
First debut. His attire's changed on SmackDown last week when he faced Eric Harper and won, and that's what set up the whole
Eric Harper.
Eric Rowan, Matthew, what the fuck are you talking?
Eric Rowan, I don't care anymore about the Wyatts. But basically, that's what set up the match against Bray Wyatt. So, whatever. The point was, the end result was Bray Wyatt winning, and the Wyatt family doing the whole Bodie surrounding and beatdown. Whoop-de-doo.
Totally agree on
And
that.
the Goldberg chants are coming back too.
Yeah, he's starting to look more and more like Goldberg. He's bald. He's got fucking black pants on now, and black small boots and shit.
I like how he was trying to like do some more high flying moves. Hopefully they wouldn't chant Goldberg, but it didn't work.
I don't understand where they're going with Ryback on all this. I don't see him ever
if he
getting
had won last night, then it probably would be like, oh, let's see what kind of changes they're making. But
Yeah, I thought like he'd when he switched to Trunks, he'd like start like an undefeated streak, but he already lost.
Yeah. So whoop-de-doo.
Maybe he's gonna have a non-stop losing streak, be in the opposite direction, be Gilbert.
Actually, I saw that's where I came up with that. I saw the meme of him and before he had the Ryback logo on it, he had the black trunks, and somebody said it's the debut of Stone Cold.
Oh God, that is just you putting them whoever you heard that from, seriously, is pathetic to say that. Use Stone Cold's name to Ryback. There is no fucking comparison whatsoever.
Yeah, no one can compare to Austin.
No,
Yeah,
it's because he has the black trunks.
There is one guy you can compare to Steve Austin. That's Daniel Bryan. That guy got the best fucking reaction in a long time. his reaction in that ring, and I'm sorry going back to Daniel Bryan, but since this relates to reactions and stuff from the crowd, his reaction that he was receiving reminded me of Hulk Hogan in 2002 when he returned back with the NWO. And he was standing in that ring and he hardly could even talk.
On No Way Out? Yeah, that was awesome.
And that's what that whole segment in Seattle last night reminded me of.
Did you see the... Did you see after WrestleMania 18 in Montreal when everybody was going crazy for Hogan?
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was rooting for The Rock to kick Hogan's ass. So...
You were one of the ones chanting Rocky sucks?
No, I was one of the people chanting for The Rock to beat Hogan's ass. I didn't want to see Hogan win that match. He was playing the heel. I didn't like him as the heel. I was a kid then. You know, I think I was about 12, 13, maybe 14 possibly. I'm not sure. Wait, 2002. I believe I'm 27 now. That was 14 years ago. I was 13, 14 years old then. So yeah, I was cheering for The Rock to win that match against Hogan.
Oh, did you buy the pay-per-view?
The what?
You bought the pay-per-view?
No, I didn't buy the pay-per-view. I actually didn't have the money to get that at the time. But I you know, later on, I saw they showed the results on Raw, and I was just happier than a pig in shit to find out that Hogan lost to The Rock during that event. But I know probably I'll get people going, "Oh, why are you hating on Hogan? Fuck Hogan. He can't wrestle for shit. Get the hell out of here. Rock out wrestled him in a fucking heartbeat, man. That was a joke, man."
Match should have gone on last.
Yeah, that I maybe have to agree with that. Maybe The Rock and Hogan should have been last, but
Jericho and Triple H put everybody to sleep.
I don't know what happened in that match. I mean, if you saw the documentary of Triple H, he even says the same thing. He was like, I don't understand what happened. He said, I think maybe because of Rock and Hogan's performance being so
it was just like WrestleMania 25 with Triple H and Randy Orton. Shawn Michaels, The Undertaker stole the show.
Yeah.
And they had that match going last. Just
like the only two matches I can remember that had a huge reaction with Triple H in the main event was WrestleMania 16 when he screwed over The Rock with Vince McMahon. And WrestleMania
20
when everybody was cheering for Triple H, which shocked me to it shocked the hell out of me. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? He's the heel. He'll cheat and do dirty shit the whole entire time. What the fuck are they chanting for him for?
What are you talking about? WrestleMania 22?
Yeah. John Cena and Triple H for the WWE title. And
you really think they're going to cheer for Cena in Chicago?
I don't know. I value John Cena's work ethic. I thought he was. I still think to this day he's a great wrestler. Hold on, let me rephrase that. Okay, he's a great entertainer and a decent wrestler. I think he's
at the
10
time.
times.
At the time, though, he was a lot worse than he is now.
Yeah, I can admit that. I mean, he didn't have a whole lot of moves. He was still a hell of a lot better than Roman Reigns, I can tell you that.
Oh, yeah. What do you guys think about, I don't know about you guys, but it made me mad in the Raw when Dan Bryan was doing the celebration, and then you hear Michael Cole saying, make sure you tune into Ride Along right after Raw.
Oh, yes. I think to myself, I thought to myself, way to go, Michael Cole, for stealing the spotlight for some pointless plug. Way to just shit on Daniel Bryan yet again.
No, he actually mentions Daniel Bryan's celebration continues on the WWE Network, and then following that, don't miss Ride Along. He was
but it's a useless plug. You can mention, watch the celebration, and that's it. Because we all know what's going to happen. If you watch that, you mention, you know what's going to happen, going to be on right afterwards. But there's no point for some useless plug that no one's gonna watch.
I don't even have the network, so
Yeah.
I thought you did.
no.
Oh.
I'm sure once he learned that Daniel Bryan was going to retire, he probably canceled his subscription.
Hashtag cancel WWE Network.
Yeah. So, let me ask you this question, John. How are you going to do the retro Raw episodes with us?
I have like pretty much every single WrestleMania on DVD.
Well, I'm not talking about WrestleMania. I'm talking about like the Monday Night Raw episodes. I mean,
that's the reason why I think that's not going to work out, because John doesn't have the WWE Network. I'm definitely not going to bother watching all those old Raws.
Are you fucking Matthew? Are you really out of your damn mind? Seriously, you would rather watch the repetitive matches of Vince McMahon's crazy-ass mind of Kevin Owens and Dolph Ziggler over and over again and watch pointless main event segments that lead nowhere into the future. And the only thing they got going right now is Dean Ambrose should be the fucking world champion. And instead we all know that Roman Reigns is going to win the fucking match anyway. I mean, get the fuck out of here with this shit. I'm just.
Why would you want to?
I'm gonna get the network back.
And why would you want to dig up the past anyway?
Why? Maybe because some of that shit you don't remember because there's just so much fucking content. That's number one. Number two, you're also real young then, so you don't remember what happened during those shows. So you may have forgotten about them. That's number two. Number three, it's still a hell of a lot better than the crap they're showing us now. Make any sense? Makes sense to me.
Hey,
no.
Bruce.
Yeah.
I'm getting network like right before WrestleMania 32. I'm gonna see the Big Show. But that's it. I'm gonna get like that 3-month gift card or whatever. I'm gonna buy that, and after that goes out, and I'm not having it no more.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I mean, Matt, I know you have the network and everything. If you want to go ahead and do the retro Raws with me, you're more than happy to do so. The older episodes are like 1 hour, so you watch only an hour that 1 week. We review it, and that's it. Then you go about watching your shitty-ass WWE programming.
So you really want to go from episode 1 and just go on in chronological order?
Yeah, but once a week, not like you go ahead and you watch all the episodes as much as you possibly can all at once. I'm not saying to do that. That's just too much to ask to do.
You don't want to marathon the 1,000 plus episodes of Raw and just do one big review?
No! Who the fuck can remember all those episodes? You could remember every little detail of what happened on every episode out of over 1,000 fucking episodes.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, we can just watch all 1,000 plus episodes and then do one massive live streaming of our opinion on Raw over the years.
Do you know how long that would be? I'd have to say that episode would be the longest episode in YouTube history.
We'll, of course, have to leave our jobs to watch every Raw. No sleep. Do it 24/7 marathon stream. Once we're all caught up with the most recent episode of Raw, do one massive live streaming, which will probably take a whole week.
Hey, where's Bad News Barrett when we need him? Because I remember 2 years ago on Elimination Chamber, when the network was just starting to be launched the day after, he was saying that people would quit their jobs to watch all WWE's network content. Now you're just reiterating what Bad News Barrett said 2 years ago. Is that correct, Matt?
Oh, that's just something you would do.
No, I wouldn't do that.
If he knew the bad news that was coming his way. that he be a member of the League of Nations in a few years as a jobber.
I think Barrett needs to quit his job because his job absolutely fucking sucks.
I actually like to see him go like somewhere like ROH or something.
I'd like to see him main event in WWE. I
It's
think
not
the
gonna
guy's
happen.
got talent, and that thing that he did with the Nexus in 2010 was the only thing going for WWE at that point. That year was fucking absolutely horrible.
I mean,
Uh,
you had all your top guys leaving left and right. You had Batista gone. Undertaker and Triple H became part time. Shawn Michaels left. The Hardys left. Everybody was gone. Edge will leave pretty soon. They're losing a lot of guys around that time.
Yeah, Edge retired. Yeah.
Jericho left again.
yeah, I did not understand
Cena
why.
constantly staying face. It just doesn't work.
Oh yeah, Big Show's a good guy now.
Yeah, he's just like he does. I think the guy has a fucking. But you know what they ought to do? They ought to do a skit on Big Show having bipolar problems. Seriously, I mean, think about it. The guy flips from heel to face back and forth like once every year. It's just like, make up your damn mind. Are you a bad guy or are you a good guy?
I actually saw a video and it said they counted all Big Show's heel and face turns since 1999. He's had 21.
What the fuck?
And one
He's
time
been wrestling
he
for
turned
the cup.
he turned
He's been
face
wrestling.
and turned heel twice in one night at No Way Out 2008. Because when he left in
Wait,
2006, he was a heel. He came back as a face and at No Way Out. Then he attacked Rey Mysterio and turned heel.
how did he turn face to heel in 2008?
At No Way Out.
Yeah, I didn't see him really change from face to heel. I saw him more as a heel. He came in there acting like he was just being nice and being cool with the audience. Hey, look what my transformation and all that shit. And then he was attacking Rey Mysterio out of nowhere, and then Floyd Mayweather came in acting like Floyd and Rey Mysterio are good buddies. Get the fuck out of here. Floyd Mayweather. My boy, Money Mayweather. Fuck you, Ray. Get the hell out of here. I mean, I think you're an awesome performer, but get the fuck out of here, man. Your friend's Rey Mysterio. How many millions is he loaning you to say that shit, dumbass?
Hey, John, what would you say is the worst gimmick match you saw Big Show in?
Worst, the damn sumo match from WrestleMania 21. That was fucking disgusting.
Yeah, seeing his big fat ass in a fucking diaper was sick.
It was so pointless. I mean, they took like forever to set up and everything, and they were taking like it just was a big waste of time. The match lasted about a minute, and that match kind
destroying Big Show out of the ring, and that's it.
Great WrestleMania moment.
I didn't see that as anything worth watching whatsoever. I mean, to me, that wasn't the worst gimmick. I mean, he got to work with
when he wore the diaper or whatever, and he was wearing a New Year thing, whatever. Oh my god.
Oh, I was forgetting about that. You had to bring that back up to my memory bank? Really? Mine was just the fucking dumbest thing I ever saw in my life.
You know what's funny? When Kurt shot him with a tranquilizer and he got all drowsy.
That was the fucking awesome thing I have ever seen. When did you see... I mean, outside of that one episode on Monday Night Raw in 1997 when Steve Austin was fucking around with Brian Pillman in his home and Brian Pillman whipped out a gun. That was freaking insane. People thought that stuff was real, too. And that was awesome. And to see them go back and do something like that with a fucking tranquilizer gun on Big Show was just fucking a riot, man. And then shaving his head bald was even better. I think that was awesome what they did.
Remember the time whenever the authority will make him knock good guys out, and he start crying and everything.
Yeah, the way he cries, he looks like
He does not cry naturally. His face gets all shriveled up, and it's just, yeah.
Like you start crying, then
shriveled up. The guy looks like he's gonna fucking shit in his pants. That's all that needs to be said here. It's as simple as that.
it's just
Oh, I took a shit in my pants. It feels better now.
it's just ridiculous. I mean, one week he's in the ring crying like a baby, and next week he's a giant and he turns heel.
Oh, what about that one moment back in 2000? This guy got fired twice in back-to-back years, too, which is fucking hilarious. 2012 in May, he got fired by John Laurinaitis, or whatever the
John Laurinaitis?
John Laurinaitis, whatever the fucking loser's name was, a talented wrestler back in the 80s who didn't do shit and nobody even knew about until CM Punk brought it up. Jesus. I mean, that was he's standing in the middle of the ring and he's going, get on your knees and apologize and beg for your job. Man, and you got him as the giant athlete. Are you fucking kidding me? You got some guy who's a fucking monster is gonna get on his hands and knees and beg for a job back? That's fucking nuts. Go up the ramp and you kick his fucking ass. Put him
They
in a
treat
freaking
Big Show so
wheelchair.
badly with these. I mean, again, face turn, heel turn, face turn, blah blah blah, making him a living joke. I'm fed up with Big Show, really. I mean, where's he going with this? I mean, basically, he should just retire and be done with it. Go bye-bye. I'm done with seeing Big Show.
Isn't it amazing how the audience have, like, when he was a heel during this year, they kept saying, retire, why don't you retire, or whatever the hell the chant was. Yeah, whatever the hell they were chanting.
Please retire.
Yeah, please retire. Now, for some fucked up reason, people are cheering for Big Show. Are they as dumb as Vince McMahon, or is Vince McMahon able to manipulate people's minds to make them as dumb as he is?
It's probably just the stupid kids. I don't know nothing.
I mean, it's just fucking... And no, dude, it's not just kids. It's fucking adults, too. I don't understand what the hell these people... I really think in the concession stands, Vince McMahon stand behind the fucking drinks and saying to these guys, okay, put stupid pills in those drinks so these people get really fucking dumb so I can get some money out of their asses. I mean, this is just fucking retarded. We didn't hear this kind of shit back in the old days. When you had a bad guy, they were booed. When you had a good guy, they were cheered. There was no complicated bullshit. You had Roman Reigns, being booed. They would have done the same thing they did with The Rock. Rock was a good guy. He was being booed. People didn't like him. People were saying he sucks. Okay, let's change him to what he should be, a heel, and retaliate towards the fans' reaction. Do they do that with Roman Reigns? No, they don't do that. They just continue to have him be this fucking retarded character that nobody could give shits about.
I just thought of it.
Now I'm done with my rant.
They did the same thing with Bryan, too.
No, Bryan naturally was a face. People naturally liked him. Okay?
Yeah, but when he was doing this, when he did the heel turn, he played off that and it worked.
No, it didn't. I didn't like him as a heel. I thought that was fucking dumb. That match with Sheamus was fucking lame.
Oh, yes. Let's just be back. Let's go back and think about all the times Daniel Bryan has been screwed in WWE. WrestleMania.
Oh, we're gonna pay more attention to the negative shit of his career than the positive.
Yeah, let's just get all the negative shit out of the way and talk about the positive stuff right now.
Well, John, you were gonna say. Hold on, Matt. John, what were you gonna say?
I said, well, before we get to that, I just thought of another bad stipulation Big Show match. You remember the steel stairs match with Eric Rowan?
Really, you gotta bring that up? That was a pointless and meaningless match. Thank God Vincent Mann and WWE were smart enough to get rid of tables, ladders, and chairs, and steel stairs.
Yeah,
I mean,
let's also go back to the that supposed match he was supposed to have against Brock Lesnar that just turned into an ass whooping.
Oh,
all the matches that Big Show had with Brock Lesnar was an ass.
Yeah, but I'm talking about those recent ones. The match didn't even start. It was just basically Brock Lesnar beating the crap out of Big Show.
They're all the same. Survivor Series of 2002. The match he had with them, actually, the match in 2003 Judgment Day was actually kind of back and forth. That wasn't exactly a one-sided beatdown. Neither was the one with the SmackDown episode where they broke the ring. But most of their
triple threat match too.
Most of their
Vengeance.
Yeah.
Most of their matches that were pay-per-view type quality or was on fucking whatchamacallit, the WWE Network live event situation, all of them were ass whoopings by Brock Lesnar to Big Show, so who cares?
Don't even talk about that Royal Rumble 2014 crap.
I was just thinking that was a glorious fucking ass whooping. I love watching that.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. Yeah.
Big Show came out and he got absolutely no reaction at all.
Who the fuck cares?
I know.
I mean, who really
Pittsburgh didn't give a shit.
Pittsburgh didn't give a shit about nothing. The one thing they cared about was seeing Daniel Bryan win that damn Royal Rumble, and as should have.
You remember that Randy Orton John Cena match where they just trashed the shit out of that match? I mean, they were chanting Daniel Bryan, they were chanting "We want Angle," boring, you both suck. Randy
we want a refund.
Everything. Yeah.
I love that one. That was a great fucking chant. That was an awesome chant, man. I couldn't believe they were chanting that. It would have been funny if Vince McMahon actually did give him a refund.
They actually chanted they actually were chanting Benoit, but they edited it out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can only hear it if you saw it live.
What? Or DVD?
No, it was only like when you watched it live on pay-per-view. I don't know if you bought it or not, but they were chanting Benoit.
Oh, fuck no. I would. You really wasted your money on that?
Surprisingly, yeah.
Oh, God, I feel sorry for you, man. If
that just proves how much
gotten your refund back on that
reaction was.
Yeah, what was your reaction when you watched that?
I almost picked up my TV and threw it across the room. That was
wow. Vincent McMahon
that is some rage.
Vincent McMahon got John to take his own television set that he spent money for to throw it across the room. I spent $54.99 on a piece of shit pay-per-view. Holy fucking shit!
I couldn't believe it, dude. That was just so terrible.
I gotta ask you one question. I gotta ask you one question, John.
What?
What were you expecting from another Randy Orton John Cena match?
I was expecting. I said, hey, maybe this might be Daniel Bryan's big moment. Maybe it'll be cool if I can say, hey, I bought the pay-per-view. I saw that.
Oh, well, here's my recommendation to you.
That's why they had to get the network, because nobody's ever going to spend money on pay-per-view ever again after that.
Yeah, they're never... I honestly don't understand how the hell they're still getting pay-per-view buys anyway, with even just one buy. They're getting over... I've heard they've gotten over 75,000 pay-per-view buys.
I heard it's because some people don't trust the network. They don't like the freezing up and bullshit like that.
It doesn't really last that long. It's like a missing couple of seconds and that's it. And there's no lagging. It just goes right where it left off. It's not like you missed 5 seconds of beatdowns.
What the hell are you talking about, Matthew?
I'm talking about when the network sometimes freezes on a stream. It's not like you missed something. It's not like, even though it's live and it freezes up for a couple of seconds, you don't miss anything. It goes right back where it started when the lag kind of
Yeah,
kicks
I
in.
know that. John, are you still there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, because you were like saying something and then you didn't really finish your sentence.
Well, he started talking. So.
Well, just correcting, making sure you understand when there's no
You,
real issues with the lagging.
well, they couldn't really hashtag cancel anything because it was on pay-per-view that year. But next year they hashtag cancel WWE Network was like the #1 trend worldwide on Twitter.
Yeah, that was
And
pretty fucking
the
insane.
the scary thing is Vince McMahon thought that cancel WWE Network thing was a good idea because he
What?
said because the network subscribers went up after that, which was stupid because they went to the day after the Royal Rumble 2015. They WWE Network went to Europe. So I don't get why does he think it's the subscribers went up. Well, no shit, you just went to fucking Europe and you have like 1 million fans over there. He's like, oh, this is good. We should do this every year.
You know what blew me away with Vince McMahon? That podcast with fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin when they were talking about the crowd reaction to the Monday Night Raw episode that same night on the network. And he goes ahead and he says, "Oh, I think we got really good reaction." If I was sitting right there when this was going on, I would have said, "Vince, you know, I don't know what drugs you're on, but I'd love
I'd
to
punch him in
take
the
them
face.
because I don't know what the fuck you were watching because there was no crowd reaction whatsoever for these motherfuckers."
I'd punch him in the face and said, "Hey, did you feel that? Because you obviously weren't paying attention when the fans were just ignoring the crap out of you."
And your so-called big baby face Roman Reigns isn't even getting over. The
Yeah,
guy
he
that
ain't-
No
he
one's going
loves
to
so
over
much,
Reigns until he turns heel.
which he's not going
Seriously,
to because they want him to be the next Cena 2.0.
seriously though, guys, I don't even think a heel turn will help this man succeed. I don't think nothing
No,
is going to
because
help this guy.
You remember
he's so buried right now with his face turn. You're right. We want to see a heel turn, but I don't even think that even that's going to save him.
I
the
don't
thing
know.
that's weird is that they're kind of like pushing Dean Ambrose for Fastlane.
Yeah. If you guys have watched JD from New York 206's reviews on Raw, he's even mentioned this the past 2 weeks. He says, "What's going on here? I thought we were going to be seeing Roman Reigns face Triple H for the world title. You're going to have him in the background while you're having Dean Ambrose step up to the plate to the big attraction of WWE and have him look good to Brock and then make him lose anyway and Roman Reigns wins? Where's the sense in that?"
I heard he's probably doing
I
it
think
to make it not obvious or something.
I think they're
Look.
probably going to set up a match between Lesnar and Ambrose at WrestleMania.
Look, it's real simple. If they're going to go about doing all this shit and making Dean look so freaking good, I mean, he looks awesome. He looks like Daniel Bryan. He looks like Stone Cold Steve Austin. Those type of characters. He looks like he's got a set of fucking balls. And he's
Whoa.
stepping up to the plate with Brock Lesnar. He's getting his ass planted every single time, but he just keeps getting back up. That is what made me gain respect for Roman Reigns during WrestleMania 31. But right now, I don't even see it as Roman Reigns' fault what they're doing here. It's WWE's fault. They're destroying his character, yet they want to get him over? That don't make any sense.
And
Triple H.
John, what did you think of that fight between Lesnar and Ambrose last night?
I thought it was doing good. Like he hit him in the nuts. I was like, all right, now go get a chair and kick his ass or something. The son of a bitch just leaves the ring. I was like, where are you going? You finally got his ass down.
Yeah, I didn't understand that either. I mean, finally you got him down. Roman Reigns helped you out, granted. But then you're going to walk up the ramp, do the fist pound thing, and then go ahead and look at each other and walk up the ramp together? Like, What the
Fuck.
fuck?
I thought he was gonna grab a kendo stick and go to town.
That would have been better than him going ahead and walking up the ramp with Roman Reigns. I mean, it would have been better even having both of them kick the shit out of Brock Lesnar together.
And they could
That would have worked too.
and then they could have set him up and do a double power bomb.
That would have worked. Put him right through a fucking table. I think that would have been awesome. I mean, you know, the truth of the matter is those two guys should be working together to eliminate Brock Lesnar and make him, like, get injured, kind of, in a sense. That's what they should be doing with that storyline, not having one of them look great and the other one just sits in the background. I think that's just fucking dumb.
What
So,
you guys think AJ Styles' first promo in WWE, they're gonna make him wear a wig like Goldberg?
wear a wig.
Okay, where did that come from?
You remember in 2003 when Goldberg cut the promo and he was wearing that Goldust wig or whatever?
No.
I remember that.
No, I don't remember that.
Oh, you don't remember?
Goldust wig? I don't remember that.
It's,
I remember Goldberg's first promo, he was spearing fucking Rock out of his boots.
yeah, when he first debuted. So,
That
Rock,
wasn't Goldberg's
you want to
first
know who's next? Yo,
What was that, John?
I said that wasn't Goldberg's first promo, but that was one of the ones he did in 2003 though. So that was bad.
Do you think I could find this on YouTube?
Yeah, search it up.
Alright, let me go ahead and do that. You guys go ahead and talk amongst yourself right now. I'm going to take a small break from talking and see if I can find this.
Alright. Hey, so John, what would you say is your favorite Daniel Bryan moment?
Obviously, one of them is when he won the title at WrestleMania 30, but I honestly loved his match with CM Punk at Over the Limit. And Money in the Bank. Those two matches were awesome, in my opinion.
I was always cracking up with the whole Team Hell No deal. I mean, him and Kane was just hilarious.
Yeah, they were a pretty funny group together. Alright, so I'm looking this up right now, and all I see that shows up that's close to what I put in, Goldberg wearing a Goldust wig, was him meeting Goldust on April 14th, 2003.
That's probably it. 2003, that's probably it. You might want to check it out.
I don't want to play it because, God forbid, I get any copyright situation or
Oh,
something
yeah,
like
in fact, okay.
Oh,
This,
try typing in Goldberg wears a wig then.
that. Okay, Goldberg wears a wig.
Something like that. I remember seeing it.
couldn't you put your some headphones into your phone and just listen to them and get your thoughts on it?
Yeah, that copyright shit's fucking bullshit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I did I did like a reaction to Raw one time. They took it down like 2 seconds and like copyright claimed my ass.
Oh,
Wait.
my God. That's gotta be those Fine Brothers bullshit.
What is this shit about Fine Brothers? I don't even know what the hell that's about.
Okay,
Did
I'll
you-
explain. Fine Brothers is a channel that did the kids react, adults react, whatever to some sort of videos, and then they had a scenario how they do their videos, and that was so popular, people started to mimic their format. So about a month ago, Fine Brothers decided, no, we are going to copyright reacts. The word react. They're gonna claim ownership.
Uh,
And the minute they did that, the minute they announced that, their subscription numbers went straight to hell. Legit.
Rip. How many fucking subscribers did they lose?
Oh, there was I'm not sure how many they lost, but there was a live streaming that basically showed someone posted and basically had their subscription numbers just dropping by the second.
Were they
People
just
were-
trying to purposely destroy their fucking channel or what?
They were so big. Sony did this at one point. I'm not sure. And then Apple, basically, when a company gets so big, they think they can do whatever they want and not realize they're just going to piss everyone off. And that's exactly what the Fine Brothers did.
I don't know, man.
People just said, "Fuck
That's
you."
they want to copyright to the fucking to react. That's insane.
Yeah. The word react. They're going to copyright a word and claim ownership. Oh,
Yeah,
God, that is horrible.
I don't think that's going to happen.
No,
Did you find the video?
No, I didn't. I only see that one thing. I even put it in the way you said to put it in. Goldberg wears a wig, and it just shows Goldberg meets Goldust, Raw, April 2014. That's it.
Well, that's probably it, so whatever. Yeah.
You gonna probably watch it after this or whatever.
Alright, well, BJ, what's your favorite Daniel Bryan moment?
Entertaining at one point, but as time went on, you get older and you get smarter, you realize he sucked.
Huh?
That's basically it. He just sucked.
Did you not hear the question I asked you? Because you're just talking out your ass.
Wait, what did you say?
I asked you, what's your favorite Daniel Bryan moment, and you tell me that he sucks?
No! I was talking about Goldberg. I wasn't talking about fucking Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan's the shit.
Well, that's what you're thinking. I asked you, what's your favorite Daniel Bryan moment? He said, well, after looking back, you just gotta realize that he sucks.
I was still talking about Goldberg, dude.
Yeah, Goldberg. His WWE matches were not good.
Yeah, I didn't
find one match that was good. I mean, except for in SummerSlam when he fucking destroyed everybody until the end.
Yeah, I did like that. That was pretty badass.
But Goldberg can't wrestle more than 5 minutes because he gets tired or whatever.
No, it's not that he gets tired. You have to hide the fact that he can't wrestle all that great. He doesn't have the greatest wrestling tools. And that's the same situation with Roman Reigns. They can't use him for a long period of time.
In fact, that's what they realized in WCW when they started having him have longer matches. The fans started realizing, man, this guy sucks.
Yeah, they already say that in the WWE Network shit anyway.
Yeah.
But anyway, getting to your question, since I did not answer it, and no, I was not referring to Daniel Bryan, who sucks, you dipshit. My favorite moment of all time, Bryan not even winning the World Championship, beating Triple H's ass and out wrestling him in that match at WrestleMania 30 was probably one of the greatest moments. Outside of the fact that he got to hold the 2 belts at the end of the show, that was pretty awesome. But him just beating Triple H was probably one of the greatest moments, I think, in Daniel Bryan's career. Because, in all honesty, that was just Daniel Bryan fighting against Vince McMahon's opinion about what he thought about him. And I believe Triple H during that time, he valued Daniel Bryan very much and wanted to make him one of the top-notch guys on their roster like CM Punk. So, with that being said, I think that what they did was just plain fucking just stupid what they did to him throughout that entire year. And in all honesty, Daniel Bryan should have won that damn Royal Rumble, because the whole setup of the storyline was built around the fact that he should have won the Royal Rumble with all the screw jobs and all the hard fighting and scratching and clawing that he did to be the champion. I feel that was definitely should have been his moment. WrestleMania, the Royal Rumble for 2015, that was
bullshit.
I mean, if he would have won, great, but it wouldn't have been as great as, like, fucking winning the Royal Rumble in 2014, because that was more memorable. That would have been more memorable based off of all the storyline build-up they did with him. So for him to get back into the hunt again and face Randy Orton for the world title in the main event, and it should have been just a one-on-one match. And I have to admit this, I don't know if anyone agrees with me out of you two, but Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan had some good fucking matches, especially the one at Battleground, even though the ending was screwed by the big slob, or whatever the fuck you want to call him in a joking
Brad Maddox?
No, Big Show.
Oh, Big Show, yeah.
Yeah, where did you come up with Brad Maddox? Brad Maddox had nothing to do with the damn match.
I was thinking of something else. My bad. I was getting confused with something else. But point is...
Yeah, Putz.
Yeah, CM Punk.
No offense, John, since you have the CM Punk poster.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what'd you say?
My bad. The thing is...
I call CM
Rumble
Punk CM Punk.
One thing... The Royal Rumble is the one thing Daniel Bryan has not claimed. I mean, he's done everything in WWE. He's won every championship. He's been Mr. Money in the Bank. But he's main evented WrestleMania. He beat Triple H. He
didn't win the Rumble.
Yeah, but he's never won. He never won the Royal Rumble, even though he said 14 was his year. It should have been his year. Instead, we get an entire arena booing Rey Mysterio.
Thank God.
Yeah, and Rey Mysterio didn't even deserve that. He was like really an outstanding athlete. I don't know how he's been doing on.
They always boo Mysterio in like those hardcore crowds. So
I've always liked Rey Mysterio. I just he never really got over as a world champion, I guess you could say.
Actually, fucking lost every damn match they put him in.
Yeah, except for the world title defenses, but not that really matters. But anyway, yeah, go Matt.
I was saying even Batista did not even want to win that match. He stated that there was no reason for him to win. He knew it was Daniel Bryan's time, and he just...
Wait, Batista said that he did not want to win the Royal Rumble?
Yeah, he said he's fine with returning, but he knew it was Daniel Bryan's time. He just thought, okay, I'll return and try to give it a more star power, but you're really taking away this guy's opportunity, and it's not right.
I'd like to know where you got that news article from so I can read that. Because I never read that portion.
I just heard that he wanted to be a heel when he came back.
Yeah, that's it.
He wanted to be a heel, but he didn't want to steal another guy's spotlight. He made a tweet before this year's Royal Rumble started saying, WWE, you screwed up twice. You better get your shit together.
They've screwed it up every year since 2010.
No, 2010 they did the right thing by having
No,
it.
I said since 2010 they haven't done it right.
Oh. 2011. They were testing the waters in 2011. They did a lot of different things between 2010 and 2011. They were taking risks. They were trying to find new superstars to be main eventers and see if they can get over. And I don't, discredit for them doing that. I think that was a very good move. That's what was great at keeping the world championship around and having two world champions instead of one. Because you could use one of the other titles as a testing tool to see how they get over in a main event type quality setup and see how they do. If it wasn't for that, you would have never seen Christian as world champion, regardless of how shitty his fucking reign was. You would have never seen, who else? You never would have seen Daniel Bryan even get an opportunity
Mark Henry.
World champion. Huh?
Mark Henry.
Mark Henry, too, if it wasn't for that, he would have never gotten his big break and having an opportunity to star as somewhat of a main eventer, and all that. So the World Championship brought a lot of good quality. So if you didn't like what you were seeing with the WWE Championship, you at least had another title you could look at and see, maybe there's some mid-carders using the World Championship, and you like them.
Like they did with Jack Swagger, too.
He was an awful champion.
Yeah, he wasn't all that great. I think it had a lot to do with what WWE was doing. I mean, pairing him with Big Show was not smart. I mean, Big Show looked like he could outdo Jack Swagger in a heartbeat. Jack Swagger should have lost the world title to Big Show immediately when they hooked those two up. I
He
mean,
lost
just
it
base,
in,
huh?
yeah, I said it was like stupid the way he lost it at a Fatal 4-Way match. Rey Mysterio won it.
Yeah, he never even lost the title to anyone. I mean, Rey Mysterio picked up the victory over CM Punk, I think it was, when he was wearing the mask.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
At
I
that
mean,
Fatal 4-Way pay-per-view. Oh, God.
oh, Matthew told me about that. When we heard about that back in the day, I remember what you said, Matt. I said, what a fucking lame-ass name for a pay-per-view, Fatal 4-Way.
That's
What's
just how
next?
lazy they
Triple
were.
threat?
I swear to God, if they named the pay-per-view called Steel Cage, I was never going to watch WWE again.
Well, they came pretty damn close. I mean, they got this pay-per-view Fastlane that's coming up
You know,
real soon.
in 2010, they were planning on getting rid of the Survivor Series pay-per-view in favor of another gimmick
Yeah, it was
pay-per-view.
War Games.
War
And
Games?
yeah, and that was WCW's gimmick pay-per-view, and I really or gimmick match, and they just wanted to name them pay-per-view after the gimmick match and make like a Survivor Series type format in the form of War Games, which I think would have been a better idea. Or just keep the name Survivor Series and start
Well,
having
fucking
fucking War Games as
give her
the
bragging rights or
Well,
something.
Survivor Series in itself is a gimmick pay-per-view. Because you got the traditional Survivor Series match.
Yeah, but if you tie the traditional WWE Survivor Series match with War Games and do it by elimination, I think that would be freaking awesome. I think that would make the show the whole thing a lot better. Not to mention you could put stipulations in there in a sense.
Shit.
You could put the world. You could have Armageddon, Hell in a Cell type of match in a War Games format, and have eliminations in that. So I mean, you got all kinds of possibilities with that. But hey, you know,
Well,
WWE ain't ever gonna do something like that.
let's go back to Batista 2014, his babyface run that he had for like I think like a month and a half. How awful it was, and everybody like, I mean, they just booed him out of the building. And during
Yeah,
his
even
matches, they'd always chant like CM Punk and Randy Savage and just boo.
yeah, and Batista even himself stated this. He stated in his documentary when they were leading up the events to when he finally was going to show his face on WWE programming for over 4 years. He even states, "I'm really worried how these guys are going to react to me. Now wrestling has changed so much in what they consider to be a main eventer. Guys like me who are built up, strong, muscular, and all that, they're not as favored as much as they used to be. They favor guys like Daniel Bryan and average-looking guys. They don't favor guys like me anymore. So already right then and there, if you see the documentary, you can tell he's thinking, I'm heading into a shitstorm." Really?
Yeah, isn't that the Animal Unleashed documentary?
Yeah, I think that's the one.
DVD. Yeah, I got that DVD.
It's the second one? The second DVD?
Yeah, the second one.
Yeah, he even states that. I mean, he goes on to say, I mean, I'm worried to how these guys are going to react. I haven't been in wrestling for over 4 years. I'm a big muscular guy, and the idea of a main eventer has changed over the years. So he already knew going in that there was a possibility he was not going to be liked so much. So with that, I mean, based off of fan reaction, it should have been an instant boom. Change him to a heel. Not waste everybody's time going, oh, you're going to deal with him being a face. He's going to be a good guy, and you're going to all like him. No, we're not, dumbass.
I don't know what the hell Vince was thinking. God damn.
I don't know what he was thinking either. And that point on, I knew there was something wrong in WWE. That moment, my blinders were taken off, and I could finally see the light, what the big fuss was all about with WWE. Because me personally, for years, I was fine with WWE. Outside of 2010, I was that just fucking. It was just. It wasn't really the matches. It was just the acting. That was just gay as hell. I couldn't believe how pathetic that was. But
WrestleMania 27 fell flat, in my opinion.
Yes, and the fact that we had to hear Miz keep bragging about it doesn't really help.
I don't know,
But-
but some on there.
But I just, me personally, I once 2014 came around, I was like, Daniel Bryan's gonna win this. He has to. All the storyline leads to him winning the Royal Rumble. There's no doubt about it. And instead, he doesn't do shit.
Takes care of Bray Wyatt, so we expect Daniel Bryan to
Beat by
show up.
Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
And he does.
Yeah,
What-
go ahead.
Did you think Batista was being a bit of a dick when he flipped off some fans and mocked the Yes chant after the match?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he was. It made me think that he was expecting to win the Royal Rumble and was promised that and wanted to win it. Because if that was the case, if that wasn't the case, then he wouldn't have flicked off audience. He wouldn't have said deal with it or any of that, unless that was part of Vince McMahon telling him to do that.
It was.
Matthew, get
Vince
out of
McMahon-
here. Vince McMahon would not tell Batista to flick people off. Okay? Maybe tell them to deal with it, yeah. But flicking people off? I don't think so. Vince McMahon doesn't even like people doing that. I guarantee you Randy Orton got fined for flicking off Seth Rollins in 2015 leading up to WrestleMania 31. So, you can go ahead and take that and shove it up your ass.
Lesnar didn't get fined at SummerSlam.
SummerSlam,
Yeah, whenever he had him
2014.
in Hell's Gate, and he goes like "fuck you," and then he passes
Oh
out.
yeah. I don't know. I think that might have just been Vince McMahon, wanting him to do that anyway, because Brock isn't looked as like a PG type character. He's looked at as like like what you would expect to see in UFC or something like that, and that's what he always tries to put across. And guess what? It works. Why not do that with all the rest of the people on the rosters? Fuck this idiotic, we gotta be bubbly and fucking gay here. Come on.
Yes, I mean, let's just
What do you got?
be real here and state that the New Day's unicorn gimmick is ridiculous. They're just walking around with a bunch of llama penises on their heads.
What do you think
You
about
look like you have a dick on your head.
Yeah, you don't think The Rock got fined for saying penis on TV?
I don't know. I liked when they reacted to him saying, "Hey, this is a PG show. You should be saying that."
I'm getting
Okay,
tired of
fine.
them saying that all the time.
Okay, fine. You don't have penises on your head. You got cocks. How's that?
That would have been funny if Brock would have said that. I'll tell you the truth. You know why Rock won't get fined by Vince McMahon? Because Rock will just look at him and say, you know what? I got bigger fish to fry, man. I make millions of dollars doing fucking movies and I don't have to do shit. I just go out on a set and just do my thing and that's all. You think that's going to bother me? Oh, you're going to fine me? You don't want to work? Well, fuck you. See ya. I mean, he won't. That's why he can get away with the shit that he does. Batista, he couldn't get away with that at that point in time. Now, Vince McMahon is just trying to fucking kiss everybody's ass. What do you guys think about... I just want to state this one last thing, and then we're going to go. Because we've been talking this is probably the longest running video we've done in a while, ever.
Oh,
But
number 10. It has to be long.
Yeah, it's the season premiere. We're live on pay-per-view from Madison Square Garden.
yeah, there's one small problem. I'm not charging anyone to watch this. Damn, why didn't I think of that? Anyway, just kidding.
Only
And we have zero-
$54.95.
And we
Oh,
have
great
zero-
Patreon page, Bruce.
We have 0 viewers right now watching us live anyway, so it doesn't even matter.
I actually looked at some of the comments from our other videos. People actually kind of like these.
Noticed that a lot of them are liking our videos. I'm glad we're doing well, and I appreciate all the comments and compliments you guys have been giving us. I'm glad we're doing a very good job. Hope that we get a lot more comments on this video. But before I go into my conclusion here, fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. Damn.
Daniel Bryan won't miss you.
Fuck Vince McMahon.
Well, that's an obvious one, John. But trying to think here. What was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna fucking say. Cause I'm worried about what the audience has been thinking about our show, and I thank them, but damn it, fuck you! Just kidding. I'm just kidding, guys.
Time's a ticking.
Don't hate me on the video, okay? Please don't. But anyway, trying to think here. What the fuck we were just talking about? I wish there was a rewind button for this, so I could
we're
just
talking about
rewind
Roman
it.
Reigns, I think.
Mention
Roman
Batista and Vince.
Oh, I was gonna ask you, what did you think about Goldust trying to get R-Truth to be his tag team partner again last night?
They're trying to make R-Truth become the next Booker T. I mean, seriously, it's like you might as well just have Goldust go, you know, you remind me of somebody I used to tag with, or are you Booker T?
And you know Booker's talking to R-Truth, telling him, stay away from this guy.
Wait, Booker T? They had a segment with Booker T and R-Truth?
No, I'm just saying, you know, Booker's talking to R-Truth, telling him, no, stay away from him, because you don't want nothing from Goldust.
I'll tell you the truth. They ought to do a segment with Booker T and R-Truth and like try to, you know, go ahead and have the actually Goldust, R-Truth, and Booker T in a segment. I think that would be funny. And Booker comes up and says, "Hey, what's going on, Goldie? What are you doing, Goldie? What are you bothering this man for?" And he's like, "Whoa, yeah. Like, what the?" He's bringing back that old shit too, back in 2003 when he was trying to say to
You got electrocuted?
Yeah, he got electrocuted, and then he's going ahead and he's saying, Booker T's a real champion. Like, what the fuck? I mean, that was just crazy.
There's some old fans who are actually digging the whole when he started to stutter again.
I just think it's nuts, but whatever, man.
Well, at least it's not, you know, being all doing the whole S&M gimmick again.
What do you think about
I
the?
couldn't go over it.
What do you think about the Dudley Boys turning heel?
Oh, that is great. That is a good thing to do. Turn the Dudleys heel.
Oh yeah, I actually, this was sad. I sat there and I was watching this show, and I literally could not believe, first time ever in my life, I was falling asleep during a Monday Night Raw episode. I never fell asleep. I mean, as bored as I've gotten before watching these episodes, I have never fell asleep. I'm watching the damn Dudley's match, the tables match, and I'm watching it, and I'm going, okay, and then I fall asleep, and the next minute I know I'm finally awake from my being unconscious. I'm seeing the Dudley Boys beating the shit out of the Usos, and also saw a glimpse of Mark Henry being nailed through a table, and that was the end of the match, and I'm just like, what?
Oh, wait,
is that
what happened, Henry? I thought Henry just walked out on the New Day.
He did? I'm not even sure what happened during that match.
No, I didn't see Henry anywhere. I thought maybe he just came in there and just punked them out and just walked away.
I think the New Day walked out on Mark Henry, and Mark Henry got drove through a table.
I don't know.
Not that really matters.
But who the Dudley Boys even going to face? Not their heels. They're just going to fight the New Day.
Frustration was a smart idea, but them fighting the New Day, it should be a one-time only match. Put them on fucking Monday Night Raw episode. Have them beat the crap out of them and go after the New Day with the tag titles and win the damn.
No, here's what's going to happen. Here's what I think is going to happen. gonna do the whole Usos Dudley Boys grudge match, and they're gonna just take some of the heat off New Day, and then eventually they're gonna bring in, Colin Cassidy and Enzo Amore, and that way they can start rebuilding the tag team division.
Well. Me. How I feel about that. I think it's fucking stupid. I think what they need to do is make the Dudley Boys win the fucking belts. Then after that, bring in those two guys and have them beat the Dudley Boys.
No.
Yeah.
No, at this rate, you want to see New Day eventually lose, but you'd want to see them lose to a younger, new, fresher tag team.
No, I want to see the Dudley
you,
Boys
John?
win the fucking belt.
Wait, what were you guys saying? I just went to go use the bathroom.
No.
Okay, I'm talking about the what they're doing with the tag team by having the Dudleys turn heel, and they're gonna do a grudge match with the Usos and take some of the heat off the New Day until Colin Cassidy and Enzo Amore bring them up under the main roster and go after the tag team belts. Apparently, Bruce thinks that's a stupid idea because he just wants the Dudleys to recapture the tag team gold again.
I want to
And then
recapture
lose
it.
it to those two guys.
I want to reach the 10-time tag champs.
There you go.
Well,
2 out of 1.
not 10. It's more like
that.
he's 25.
Well,
I
in
think it's either
WWE.
24 or 25.
In WWE.
Well, whatever. I consider all their credibility. I think it's like 24. I think it's either 23 or 24 right now.
From
They're at
ECW
24.
and TNA.
Okay, then yeah.
TNA,
You need to go.
New Japan, and all those people, all those
They
companies.
won the WCW ones in WWE in 2001.
Yep, they did. Their title reign didn't last. I mean, they lost the titles. I think it was to the Hardy Boys. And then they won the World Tag Team title and unified at Survivor Series 2001. I think that's how that went down. I'm not sure. Not that it
Yeah.
really matters. Pointless information.
When they had Stacy Keibler as their manager.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
She's fucking hot. God damn.
Yeah, she is, and she was dating George Clooney, that lucky bastard. Boy, I wonder how much pussy you got from her, man. Probably every night. Hey, sweetie, wrap your legs around my neck.
It means that Clooney's a
What's
lake
the-
man.
George Clooney was like the worst fucking Batman ever.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. Especially the nipples on the costume.
Oh,
Everybody mentions that, too. That's why I had to bring it up.
That was the worst Batman ever.
Oh, I liked
mo-
Arnold, though.
The movie
I
overall
must
was
get
just
my
terrible.
diamonds. I want to get my diamonds so I can save my life.
Well, you don't like anything involving Arnold. Well,
Dude.
except for
He was
except for
the only
Jingle All the Way.
reason worth watching that fucking movie. Outside of that, everybody else sucked in it. George Clooney's acting was over the top and dumb. Chris O'Donnell was crap in both movies. Shit, I mean, like, all the characters in that movie outside of Arnold's character was good. It was bad. And Arnold
Okay,
was the best.
Since you're kind of bringing up Batman, John, are you any interested in the Batman vs Superman movie?
Yeah, and I hope it doesn't fucking suck. I'm not.
Trust me, it's Ben Affleck. It's gonna suck. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
but Ben
I was-
Affleck is not the best choice for Batman.
I was pissed. I thought they were just gonna keep Christian Bale as Batman.
Exactly. Christian Bale was the best, outside of Michael Keaton. And why are we talking about Batman?
It's the random part.
This
Alright.
is
Supposed to be
random.
random wrestling talk. We're talking about Batman. This is completely
Since we're
off
talking
course.
about Marvel,
This
since
is
we're
just
talking
random.
about comic book movies, how hype are you guys up for Deadpool?
Oh, that's gonna be awesome.
Oh, wow. We're definitely seeing it the day it comes out on the 12th. this coming Friday.
I want to see Captain America: Civil War.
Really?
Well, who
I
doesn't
save
want to see
that. I'll
Captain
save my
America
money on
versus
that
Iron
shit.
Man? Who doesn't
I
want to
just-
see Captain America versus Iron Man? That should be a good fight.
Well, why the hell are they calling it Captain America Civil War when you got Iron Man in it? It's like Iron Man doesn't exist. If you didn't see the previews and you just go ahead and you look at the title, you say to yourself, okay, Civil War, that must mean that Captain America is going to have a civil war within the country or something over, I'm not going to say it, never mind. You know what I was going to talk about with Abraham Lincoln trying to save.
No, it's basically I think the storyline involving his friend Bucky, aka the Winter Soldier, and then he wants to save him and blah blah blah, and gets into a big battle with the other Avengers, and it leads up to Iron Man versus Captain America. I think that's how they're setting it up.
Well, to be honest with you guys, we're completely off course here.
Well, hey,
Um,
since we're already off subject, what do you guys like to watch besides wrestling?
I
Okay,
love
I'll be
sports,
frank here.
all kinds of sports.
Either sports, I'll be frank, I'm an anime man.
Anime? What anime you watch?
Well, anything that's currently right now,
I watched that
Assassination Class.
Dragon Ball Z.
Oh yeah, everybody loves Dragon Ball Z. On the current stuff, Dragon Ball Super is pretty popular right now. Current stuff that's airing, Assassination Classroom, Erased. There's a lot of good stuff. Even some of the old classic stuff. Right now, I'm marathoning D. Gray Man.
I watched Naruto.
Naruto, yes, but the current stuff, no. You can't watch any of the current stuff because it's just filler.
I like to watch porn.
Oh, here's the guy that
Okay.
thinks with his dick.
Thanks, man.
Alright, no, I'm just kidding. Well, I like looking at the ladies, mostly lesbian porn, but that's getting a little off topic. Way off topic
Okay.
here.
You do
Yeah.
that later.
Yeah.
This is
But
your own
I
time.
wanted to lighten the conversation, make it a little awkward and insane. So I was successful at that. Me, I like to watch pretty much old classic cartoons,
Oh,
like
yeah,
Hey
I love
Arnold, Looney Tunes,
Oh, fuck.
things of
I
that
love.
sort.
Have you ever watched the Looney Tunes show?
Yeah, I
Cartoon
love
Network?
watching that shit.
I
The
love
what?
that show. The Looney Tunes show that came on Cartoon Network for a little while.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the current new stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Since
I
we're
love
talking
that
about cartoons, did you, John, ever get to see Ren and Stimpy back in 2003 when they were releasing new episodes on, back in the day they were calling it TNN. It was a year later they called it Spike in 2004. But did you ever get to see that show?
show. No. Well, why? Was it good?
Oh, dude, I was catching some of those episodes on YouTube. I definitely would recommend trying Ren and Stimpy 2003 episodes or something like that. I'm sure you'll be able to find it that way. They are fucking sick. If you watch the ones that were on Nickelodeon, this puts them to shame. Seriously.
It was more adult-based. And speaking of adult-based
Yeah.
cartoons, did you
And
ever watch
they make-
the Boondocks,
make-
John?
Moondocks, yeah. That shit's
Yeah.
funny.
Oh, Boondocks? Yeah, I've seen that
Yeah,
before.
it's fucking
That was a
funny.
pretty good show. I didn't mind watching it.
I love watching Tom and Jerry. I thought that shit was funny.
Other things. Love The Big Bang Theory. I love that show. It's a funny show. Sheldon looks like a fucking pedophile.
I like SpongeBob.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
John, do you ever watch Robot Chicken?
Robot Chicken. That shit, I haven't watched it in a while, but I used to watch it.
Oh man, that show is fucking sick, and that's on
Uh,
Adult Swim.
anyway, guys, my battery's starting to die on me, so I'll probably just wrap it up here.
Alright, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this all up. I mean, we really ran out of things to talk about, and I still can't fucking remember what I was gonna say before we got off the air. Not that it really matters. I'll bring it back up in our next episode after I get an opportunity to rewatch this, so I can find out what the hell I was trying to remember. But anyway, at this time, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching this very long random wrestling talk episode, and I greatly appreciate your time if you got to watch all the way through to this. But anyway, at this time, leave your comments and opinions down below. I'll definitely get back to you on them. And Lith, thee smacketh down on that candy ass subscribe button. Thank you very much, guys, and have a great night. Bye.